Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. We are reviewing day three of the test match between India and England, and it was a day belonging to the England captain Joe Root. A magnificent 100. He batted brilliantly. The concentration, shot selection was just fantastic. A proper test innings by him, 180 and not out. And yeah, it was just fantastic. And he's got England back into this game and given them a slight advantage, in my opinion, because they've got a small, slender lead and now their bowlers can put pressure on the Indian batsmen. It was a fantastic innings. He got support firstly from Bairstow today, and then the likes of Butler, Moeen Ali also supported him. But they all batted around him. It was a good batting track, a very good wicket to bat on. The sun was out, but at the same time, you could see other batsmen were getting in and getting out, right? All the other batsmen, the likes of Butler, Bairstow, Moeen Ali as well. But he stayed till the end. He made sure, that he didn't give his wicket away, and he batted brilliantly. It was just a sublime innings. The skill that he showed was just fantastic. Shot, through the through point, leg side, straight down the ground. He was on top of his game, and he's a man in form. I think this year has been Joe Root's year because not only is he performing at home, he's performed overseas as well in subcontinent conditions. He scored a double hundred in India. He scored hundreds in Sri Lanka. So he's just been in incredible form this year, and credit to him. There's been a lot of criticism about Joe Root, his batting. Is he a part of the top four? Is he not? He's always questioned, but I think right now, not only is he a top of the top, not only is he in the top four, I think he is the best of the lot right now in terms of form. He's just been batting superbly. And I think all conditions he showed this year that he's a world class batsman. So credit to him over there. And yes, you wanted the other England batsmen to perform. They did chip in. I think Bairstow in particular was really good. He was disciplined today. He played his shots when needed, but he stood there for Joe Root, and he gave him the helping hand. Josh Butler again, good start, but couldn't capitalize. That's something he'll want to work on. Moeen Ali can chip in with the runs. He's shown that as well. So I think if it's working really good for England at the moment. There's been a lot of talk about their batting and the middle order, their top order as well, top three not being strong. But if Joe Root is in this kind of form, he just needs a bit of support from each batsman, and that's what he's getting. And he's put England in a super position. I think 391 is a fantastic achievement. I thought England would maximum make 300, so that would give India 64 lead. But it's been the opposite. They've taken the slender lead, and I feel that they're slightly ahead in this game. From India's side of things, Mohammad Siraj bowled really well. I think his only problem is like going for those reviews. He's burnt quite a few reviews, been overexcited. That's something that he needs to be a bit more calm when bowling. But I think his actual bowling was fantastic yesterday and today. A total of 4 wickets. His line length has been good, where he comes around the wicket to the left-hander as well. So for me, the turning point today, not turning point, but I think England could have taken a 50 or 100 run lead, but it was that Nishant Sharma spell when he picked up 2 wickets in the over in consecutive balls. I think that changed the game around, and that gave that cut England's lead. I think the way Joe Root was batting, he would have got a double hundred for sure. But so that's something that India can look at as a positive. But overall, it's England's day, it's Joe Root's day, and he's been brilliant. What can we see for tomorrow now? It's the fascinating last 2 days. This test match can go anywhere. England do have a lead, 27. India can cut that lead and extend, make their a lead of their own, but it'll depend how their openers start. But for me, that's not the only issue. Even if KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma give them a 100-run opening stand, that's like what, an 80-run lead. It is the middle order that needs to stand up. We've seen it in the first test and even in the first innings of the second test, that the top order has given them a platform and the middle order has not been able to capitalize. And that goes for Pujara, Kohli, and Rahane. Yes, Kohli did get a start. He did score 40, but you need more runs from these guys. You saw what Joe Root did. When he gets in, he makes it count. That's what you need from Virat Kohli. He has to stand up. He's the player to watch out for. I won't be surprised if he does get 100. He needs 100 under his belt, but more than that is just trying to solidify himself and build a partnership in that middle order and put pressure on England. I think Pujara, Rahane, and Kohli again is the key, because we've seen Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul give starts. Rahul scored 100. Rohit Sharma, yes, he hasn't got to that 100, but he's set the platform. He's made sure that the 1 down, 2 down batsmen don't really need to see the new ball early on. He's weathered that storm. So I think it's the middle order that has to put their hand up. If they don't, then India can be in serious trouble. you never know if England take some early wickets, they might just be chasing 150, but and that'll give England a full advantage. But I think the wicket is better than that. There's the odd ball might keep low because it's day four and day five, but it's still a very very good pitch to bat on. So India have to capitalize on that. I think a lead of 250 to 300 is minimum, and anything less, England will be confident in chasing. So I think India will have to bat the whole day and then see what happens on day five, play some aggressive cricket, but at the same time, not too aggressive where they lose all their wickets. They have to be very smart. Jimmy Henderson holds the key for England. He'll have that new cherry in his hand. If there's a bit of weather around, if there's a bit of overcast conditions, then advantage England. If the sun comes out early in the morning, then the Indian batsmen can bat their way through to lunch and build some sort of lead and then take it from there. It's one step at a time, one session at a time for both teams. England will be looking to pick up wickets, but they don't want to be too over aggressive where they start leaking runs, because they will have to chase and bat on the fifth day, bat last on this pitch. So that's not the easiest thing to do. And you never know, Jadeja can also come into play on day five, but that's we still have to wait for that. Day four is going to be very exciting. I think that it's going to be the turning point. Whoever takes advantage tomorrow will probably have that. Will probably have the front foot on day five, but the draw is still possible because it's still a good wicket to bat on. Taking 10 wickets is not going to be easy. So let's see how that goes, how the pitch behaves. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and comment with your predictions, your thoughts on today's day, on Joe Root, India's bowling, captaincy, whatever you would want to discuss. Please do on the comments. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Very, very, very really exciting test match on our hands. Hopefully the weather stays clear, and yeah, let's see how it goes and take it from there. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care.